I have 200 days to rebuild my kingdom after my peasants rebelled and betrayed me. Can I survive the millions of mad peons, or will they drag my kingdom down once more? Let's find out. And we land once more. We have fought the Empire as we tried to rebel against them. We have even fought the whole world when we accidentally became the undead menace. But today we are rebuilding our kingdom, and we have a problem. The local populace is revolting, and also they're rebelling against our rule. So we're going to rebuild the kingdom, crush the local peasantry, and make them pay their bloody taxes. Let's begin. The first step is quite simple. We have 8 people, and we need to get huge amounts of resources as fast as possible. So every single thing is going to be lumber mills. 3 lumber mills are placed down, and then a builder's hut is placed over here, because we also need builders. A lot of builders do a lot of building things. After that, all wood will be going directly into making houses. We need a large amount of population for day 2 and day 3. We don't need food for the first 2 days because we don't have many people. While that's going on, my small army of 8 is going out to crush all the local peasant camps. We can't have beggars on our land because then the other kings will laugh at us. But for now, they die, dropping soul stones. Yes, we're harvesting their souls to use to power our magic. The biggest things we have to do, as I said, is expanding. And also getting walls up. We need to find choke points, we need to find where the iron is, and the stone. Our major things are getting this castle upgraded to the next tier for the Iron Age, which is 150 wood and 100 stone, which means stone mining, and getting the barracks up and running, which is 80 wood. Sadly, the first day has passed and we've barely even expanded. That was my own fault. We'll expand faster now we know what we're doing. But we must always be expanding. This day we need to get some stone mines up and running. We need to get as many woodcutters as we can up and running, and even a second builder. With day 3 now here, we need to get our barracks up and running, like that. We need to get more houses up and running. Always be expanding, remember. We need to keep on pushing and crushing. We have a lot of things to do, and not much time to do it. But now in day 3, food is super important. So now we need to get the food up and running. And with that, we should be good for the next thing. Now I need soldiers for wave 5. Because they will be hitting us on that day, not a wave, and they will be trying to destroy us. However, I have left food a bit late, so there's an ever so slight famine going on overnight. With day 4, the enemy's about to attack. We're slowly building up. I am behind on everything. More houses are going up. More stone is being done, and we're slowly but surely expanding outwards. And once the military is here, we can start seeing what's around our edges. It turns out what's out there is maybe choke points and a lot of people to stab. So we're stabbing them. Going to keep on expanding, stabbing, and growing. And also, just like that, we've begun the upgrade for our castle to a keep. We need this really powerful, and the Iron Age is in sight. To actually look at our troops, there's literally a greatcoat and a 2-handed sword. It may even be wood, painted to look like a sword. We need iron. So we're going to start expanding and getting the iron industry up and the running. As the army goes to take on this attack, which may be coming around this rock we've found, I'm expanding a large industrial section over here. We need lots of wood. We need lots of wood now. And also more builders. Our building is already massively behind. And the first wave has arrived while I was looking at the building. It's not that many, and only one placard saying down with me, but they're being killed. I mean, who hits a guy with a sign, honestly? Either way, the first wave of villainous scum is dead. And our keep has been expanded. Town Hall 2 is there. We now have access to iron. And also upgrades. Our buildings can be upgraded, and we're going to do that pretty quickly because we need more resources and more soldiers for the grinder. Right now, we only seem to be living off of berries and fish, which is a weird bourgeoisie kind of food. I'm not sure my peasants will like it, but we have unlocked at tier 2, the farm. Now, it requires iron and a huge amount of space, but we now have access to the best thing in the world since sliced bread. The next big step we're doing is getting the stables up and running. The stables will allow us to actually have mounted troops. It's the stables. But cavalry of the knight variant are very powerful shock troops. They are the spear. And horse archers, they are very powerful scouting and assault troops too, because you can hit and run enemy assault forces as they arrive. While I'm at it, we have a lot of wood, so I'm going to be putting down a lot of walls to mark where our defences should be. Obviously we don't have them yet, but we need to start marking multiple layers. Then we're going to get a market and start selling our wood for money to buy more resources. As cavalry starts pouring out, we are starting to clear more and more camps. As you can see, cavalry does quite good damage, and because they're cavalry, they run away quite fast. The enemy, being peasants and poor, can't afford horses, so we are using that to lord it over them and shoot them in their horrible, ugly faces. With my cavalry being 9 men and 9 horses, they are going out to kill a few people. We can't kill too many, but every little helps. As you can see, it really does help. Some of their troops are now chasing my cavalry, a few more of their people are dead, and the enemy has started deploying rebel hawks. These are massive guys using trees as clubs, which means the enemy is getting tougher, and we do not really want that. We want them dead, so that's a problem. It also means they may be using ramshackle but highly effective siege engines. We can't have that either, so our cavalry can go behind the lines and kill them. See that? Ramshackle rebel catapults. They are nasty, they are devastating, they are destroyed. That's just the way we like it. We also got this wall over here getting some layer of defence. It's a bit late, but they're here, and there we go. The cavalry picks them off, the archers kill them all, and the swordsmen watch. Also, apparently get attacked somewhere down south. I need to get some cavalry down there too. Please tell me I've left some cavalry. I have not. You are defending there. Well done, random soldier. And just like that, another wave is basically dead. A few minor pieces of wall gone, but they're dead. And with that, we're going to celebrate by building a market over here. The market will allow us to sell resources to gain resources. It's time for capitalism to strike. The cavalry is very effectively mopping up most of the enemy over to our west. Over here, we start building defences. Luckily, none of our walls died, which was very surprising. We're going to keep on growing and expanding everything we can. This area outside the wall may be a problem, so we're going to be using our cavalry to defend it as much as possible. But everywhere must be fortified, everywhere must be prepared. The first batch of 400 wood is being sold for 10 gold. That gold will then be turned into getting us better resource profitability. We're going to spend gold to make even more gold. The greatest threats we're going to have, if you actually look at the markers, are anyone with white hats. These guys are raiders and do quite significant damage. They all need to die. Any raider is a primary target because they can sift through buildings very effectively. They're very anti-wall troops. One thing I'm trying to do is not destroy any resources. I've destroyed a few of the walls and maybe a couple of buildings, but I want to turn this entire area into farmland. And I can't really do that without destroying the trees. The trees are a valuable resource, so I'm trying to make our food last as long as possible before putting down insanely large sized farms. So that's what we're currently doing, even as more defences go online and more cavalry meets the front line. Cavalry is constantly being produced. They are our main shock and assault troops. There's only 31 of them so far, but they have wiped out vast chunks of the enemy. It's day 12. The enemy's about to choose another assault position against us. Where they're coming from, it's going to be the northwest, which could either be here or here. So we're going to fortify this area more. We're going to try a staggered pattern, which we'll see if it works. And we're going to keep on building, growing and expanding. Remember, always be expanding. And as another wave starts to come in, my cavalry is now 47 strong. The walls and defences are coming along nicely. And there are troops absolutely everywhere. We're always expanding. We're starting to get more houses, more wood, more stone and more gold. Because I'd like to get to the Steel Age very soon. But we're well on our way to buying our way. Capitalism is finally working for me. Also, a second stables is needed. We need to keep pushing these troops out as fast as we possibly can. And our cavalry pushes out because we need to see what the enemy is doing so we can kill as many as possible. The enemy is getting steadily stronger and we don't really want that. Remember, our cavalry is hit and run, so we can just straight up kill everything we want to in the early stages. Very few of them will be able to actually slow us down because cavalry doesn't get knocked by siege engines. Troops do, cavalry does not. Apparently a horse will never be knocked over by a big rock. And just like that, their siege engines are gone, their troops are mostly gone, and they're still dying at our wooden basic walls. We're not even using stone on these peasants. That's how insignificant they really are. We have our very first double strike. Now, I'm not very well prepared for it, because you can see this wall here is barely complete. And this area over here is mainly my archers, which are currently pushing out to clear this area over here. I have 25 people in the tower, but yeah, our defences aren't the best, but we're still massively expanding. I'm looking forward to getting the keep to the Steel Age very soon. Here comes the wave from the south. it looks a lot smaller. And oh my god, here comes the wave from the west. Alright, you guys move that way. You crossbowmen go there. Okay, there's a squad over there. Good. I was worried there for a second that my troops are going the wrong way. And I guess let's drop 3 summons there. And my archers will fight over here. If I can kill many of these and take out the catapults, this side won't be a problem. We should be able to kill the south one quite easily, even without me doing too much. My troops are very powerful and they're cavalry based. This side, however, is... problem. Oh no, the infantry didn't make it. No. Okay, move. We're about to start losing things. Okay, you guys kill that now. So we're having issues. We're going to have to use another summon there to hold them in line. There we are, we're holding. So we had a couple of problems. But we've held. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I've just lost 10 cavalry. Pull the cavalry back. We aren't meant to be fighting in a line with them. Okay. They're all down. Let's pull back here. We have held the line. We've had to use 4 summons to do it. But the enemy is fully deaded. Over this side, a lot of my cavalry is fully deaded. That was my fault. I apologise. However, with that, we have survived a bit more. So it's time to get ready for the next area. I want the next tier of resources, and I want them now. Both forces are very effectively destroyed. There are a few troops and stuff moving on, but this area here will be destroyed by them. This area here is completely destroyed. We have lost a couple of soldiers to catapult fire, which is sadly a shame, but the enemy is dead. All of those who died, well, your sacrifice was not in vain, but I really don't care if you lived or not. We can replace you with your children. And finally, day 17, the upgrade from the keep to the ultimate castle has begun. And with that, the final upgrades. The hammer guys, the foot knights, the more powerful farms, which we really need because starvation is ever so close. We are finally there at the stage of true total war. And it looks to me just like that, day 18, the keep is done. It's time to upgrade the farms and their housing. Look at that. Let's get huge amounts of infantry on those walls and more cavalry swarming the fields. No stone unturned, no rebel left alive. One of the big things we need to do is get a university down. Now, I don't really care where right now, but university has some very tasty research behind it, like less food consumption because everyone's getting drunk at the pub, or boiling oil from the walls, or my personal favourite, this one here, which summons 30 knights rather than 5 for every 2 soul crystals. Although we also have this, the important one, eternal stone and eternal iron. My resources eventually run out from these little places, but this, that's eternal stone, and this, that's eternal iron. I need those researches, so that is now super important. The university will come online, and resources will flow to our forces. The first major research, eternal stone, is being done. With that, unlimited stone will flow into our coffers. Another massive wave is attacking us, and as you can see, I've not finished my defences. The cavalry is on its way because that's the only way to shore it up. And we've begun getting siege towers with siege weapons. We're using ballistae, because they can one-shot most soldiers, and a couple of shots can easily kill the siege engine. So this is at the back, firing over the wall, killing all the siege engines we can see. Whether it will help is a different matter, but sadly we're going to have to waste a few more of our crystals. The next upgrade is definitely going to be more soldiers per crystal use, because we can't keep using these kinds of numbers. Either way, our cavalry lives and dies on the front line, and our troops from every other wall are here, because that's just what we need, like seriously. But I think we should be holding. The enemy is partially going round. All of my swordsmen are in fact dead, but we've held one more time. Some troops are dead, but that's just business. Another massive wave happening against this unfinished wall. It might be time to begin finishing it. I have troops and forces everywhere, including over this side because of this attack, but this wall is now officially the Bigfoot line. So it's time, I think, for major amounts of extra defences, extra walls, extra trebuchets, even, well, any trebuchets, and more ballistae. It's time to make a mountain fortress out of this place. Because, I mean, there's enough cliffs to technically be a mountain, I'd say. Either way, this is another wave survived, I think. Yes, another wave survived, but even more crystals have been used. Another minor problem has come up. There's a major attack from the east. It's the only place we have quite literally no defences. Also, there's a famine, but we're ignoring that. So the famine is killing my people, and there's a major assault over here. So it's time to start preparing infantry to die in their hundreds. As enemy forces push forwards against my undefended area, the cavalry is once again sent out. I should probably have built myself some kind of defensive thing, so I'm going to drop a couple of troops here and there just to slow the enemy down. There's a few of them, but luckily they will die pretty quickly. I have my cavalry running interference, and these guys just appearing here and there. But we are doing this thing where we're running out of crystals really quite fast. Luckily, they are being really slowed down by my huge amount of Dark Knights, and the trebuchet is almost at firing range. Once they're in here, their siege engines are going to go bye-bye. There we go. You're aiming at the wrong thing, and you killed one soldier, but I guess I'll take it. We'll hold the line, and we'll kill them all. And it looks to me like we'll easily be able to kill them. A lot of my soldiers will probably die in the swordsman variety, but that's their job. But over here, the Dark Knights have actually stopped all their siege engines in their tracks. So another successful wave. Devastation. Well done, cavalry. Well done, soldiers who died. And in the great tradition I'm now starting, a large-scale attack on 4 walls is happening, and 1 is still being built, 1 doesn't exist, but the other 2 should be ready. The southern wall is going to have a few minor issues, but this area here is defended. This area here is a wall. So, we're going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4 amounts of Dark Knights now, which is now 30 at a time, so that's 120, and we're going to fire and forget. This area here is entirely cavalry based, which may be a problem. Up north, the walls will devastate the enemy. We now have lots and lots of trebuchets absolutely everywhere, and these do insane amounts of damage. More trebuchets, less problem. And over in the northeast, 3 entire groupings of Dark Knights are deployed to hold the enemy down while my cavalry shoots them in the face. That should solve every issue we now have. This area here, they're slowly dying, but they're holding. The walls are going up, and this area here is fully dead. This area here, another group of knights. What this does mean is we still need a conventional ground force, or maybe actual knights from the stables. But this area here is basically dying. This area here has been held, and the knights have even pushed forwards. This area here is dying against the wall. Up here, the same is being done. So this wave is dead too. I have found one issue with my walls, however. You see this? Troops can't always shoot the soldiers on the side, so I may have to rethink how the walls are designed. But either way, this wave has been destroyed. New defensive walls are being built with our new style. I'm doing these single towers because they're a lot taller. Because I begin to think these... Oh my god, there's an attack coming. I begin to think these don't really shoot over there, so I'm trying that out. We do have a few issues where I don't have any defences in certain areas, but my trebuchets are dealing with that. But we are slowly but surely fortifying everything in existence. And again, another attack and another wall not finished. We're building this wall as we speak. This area here is quite well defended, but this area less so. We now have defenders on every single edge bar this one, so I can guarantee an attack will hit here extremely soon. We're building, we're growing, we're expanding, we finally have lots of food per time, which means we can get even more soldiers. What are we under attack by? Undead, who cares? So let's carry on murdering. Enemy forces are, as always, pretty easy to kill. The problem has never been how easy they are to kill, the problem has always been how many there are. We still need huge amounts of the summoned troops. I want to slowly wean ourselves off of that and start using astral rays. But right now, it is what it is. So I'm going to send out the cavalry archers. They're all going to die, because I'm not going to really pull them back very much. And then we're going to build better walls. And then a lot more soldiers. But you can see, there's a few of them. There isn't too many. We can easily hold them off. But they are getting... Oh, there is a few of them. They are getting vaguely annoying. And this wall, there's a gap. There we are. So yeah, the enemy is definitely going to die. My infantry well, they don't exist. And my cavalry's probably going to lose a few. But we're holding, and they are dying in huge numbers. Oh, and so these 6 spearmen over here, they're dying too. And just like that, for the loss of, say, 10 cavalry archers, we've destroyed a huge amount of their rear forces, got some of our ballista onto this wall to wipe them out. And this force over here, these archers have been turned into anti-siege units. The siege units are rubbish. Look at them, being brought to death, being destroyed completely by mere bolts. See, this is why you need kingdom manufacturing. Absolutely shoddy equipment. But either way, they die. One of our walls is about to go, but they still die regardless. Oh, we made it. Nothing died, apart from 6 spearmen and these guys over here. And finally, the cavalry, and as you can see, it's devastating them, is going to clear the final bit of the local map. After this, in this small section over here, no rebel forces will be living on my land. Of course, they still own large chunks of other pieces of my land, but this section of my land will be mine. Oh, it looks like this one is going to be a big attack. We have 2 in the south, 1 along this wall here, which I'm not prepared for, 2 attacking this wall, which I am prepared for, this corner twice, which I may not be prepared for, and this wall here, which I'm definitely prepared for. A lot of people about to die. The enemy attack, despite it being huge, should be easily broken. The enemy only have a few ways to hit us, and they are all fortified. They're not fortified the best. But as you can see from this here, the enemy is kind of doing this thing where they just melt. I'm going to have to waste a couple of crystals here and there. Because, let's face it, I'm still not doing things correctly. But the enemy is dying successfully. This area here completely wiped. I mean, there's a few soldiers still in it, but as you can see, they are basically completely wiped. I'm okay with this. The enemy, not so much, because they're dead. Over on this side, all the siege weapons are working. We have huge amounts of ballistas now. In fact, if in doubt, ballista it out. This side here, perfectly easy to kill too, plenty of defenders and troops. My only issue is this side, and it looks to me like we should still be kind of holding it as well. So despite all of our problems, the enemy is still dead, dying, already dead. My god, they are already dead, and dying. So let's carry on pushing, and the only troops I should lose will be my cavalry. And that's their job, to die out in the wild. And over on this side, a few of the siege engines still do exist. We are losing a few troops, but again, like I say, that's their job. So this wave is gone, that wave is gone, these 2 waves here are basically gone, and this side will get cavalry support soon. But as you can see, they haven't even got through much in the way of the wall, so successful. I've decided to move the market over to the side. It's currently temporarily over there. The wood situation is getting out of hand, and we need a huge amount more houses for soldiers. Now, we do have a huge farming system up and running. We may need to work on it even more, but we have a lot of food coming in, and we need a lot of troops coming out. So let's start working on that part. This was going to be an entire area I just completely and totally ignore, but you can see a problem with this one, because I do skip stuff. Huge amounts of hooks. I've had to use a huge chunk of my soul crystals defending from this. This would have been an easy attack, we'd have had a lot of resources, but there are hooks absolutely everywhere, and a lot of my crystals have gone, and a lot of my soldiers have died. They've even started pathing to here. I had to use a meteorite to deal with this. So I've used up most of my resources. The enemy, of course, won't actually get through anywhere, but they have done significantly more damage to my resources than I'd like to admit to. So there's that. Either way, we've survived another wave, and it's cost me dearly. In money, not soldiers, money. And with that horrifying attack on me and the huge amount of resources I had to spend, I've officially decided to cleanse the final piece of the map. I left it there for them to have a chance to reflect. Instead, they attacked me. So the map is now very officially cleared of all rebel scum. The last soldier just died. It's all mine now. Enemy attacks are getting significantly more powerful. They are still hitting waves I can defend, like over here is easily destructible. I've somehow sealed that area in. So this area here is fine. This wall here is now super fine. This wall over here is fine. The only issue we're going to have maybe is this wall down here and this gap over here. So we'll reinforce and prepare for war. Luckily, day 69 is the day of love. So we're easily able to destroy these guys. I mean, look at them. They're hitting this wall over here. I have my cavalry over here. We have siege weapons. These guys mostly ignore this gap. And this side over here, well, they're all going to die. There is no... Like, even this force, just go past it. Oh, my God. Why is there so many Hulks again. Either way, we'll ignore the Hulks. They can't really get through. The enemy is basically dead. We have a huge amount of siege weapons and troops to kill them all. We will be needing more troops, but as you can see, they're all still dying extremely effectively. No problems, no enemies surviving. Huge numbers of archers have been pushed towards the walls. Nearly every single wall has been reinforced by another 25 to 50 men. There's been extra trebuchets, extra ballista, and we'll see how it goes. But you may notice some of these markers don't have red lines, which means they are massive invasion assaults of Hulks. Let's see what they do against our walls. Oh, and the enemy's sending out a raid assault squad just before they attack us anyway. Okay, this is looking okay. This is just lots of troops. I'm okay with this. See, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Everything else should be fine. We can kill. There's a lot of them, but we can kill these because these are regular troops. This is regular. This is regular. With the amount of siege engines we have, that's easily killed. This is also doable. Where is my Hulk assault? Is it over here? Let's have a little look-see. What's over here? Oh, wait, no. That's easy too. Just a lot of troops. Easily killed. We've already won this. These people are weak and feeble. In fact, the enemy's dying so quickly in most cases that my forces haven't even left my defensive line. See this? Basically gone. Minimal damage. Basically gone. Minimal damage. Minimal damage. Minimal damage, but could do some more soldiers, and they might breach through here. But yeah, this side isn't even making it to the wall. So we're now prepared for a bit longer. And as always, a cavalry charge with high explosive arrows destroys everything. The enemy here is gone. And here, they somehow got inside the wall. That's a problem. And over here, they don't even touch this. See this? This is just a firing squad. So we have killed them all. Roll on the next waves. Attacks are getting slightly bigger, as you can see, because the entire northeast is just red. This area here is getting more fortified, bombs are being added, and people are dying of the plague, but who the hell cares? Walls are here and there, and I'm slowly but surely, I think I need a bigger standing army. So my army is not standing very well, and the enemy is getting more hulky. You see that? There's a lot more larger people than there used to be, and they are completely ignoring my siege warfare. They are seriously ignoring my siege warfare, so we need a lot more siege weaponry. Even on this side, the big guys are quite literally everywhere. Now, luckily, my army is also quite literally here too. But yeah, the enemy is getting larger and heavier and hairier, which is a bigger problem than you think. Another problem we're having is food is getting difficult to get because we have so many people. I need to expand the housing even more because I need to get a bigger standing army. We send in the cavalry and we send them in now. If you live, you live. If you die, good luck. Now luckily this side here, because it walks along here, gets devastated by this siege weaponry over this side. We still need more siege weaponry, but it is what it is. And this side over here has the cavalry. And the cavalry is very powerful. Like I said, we're going to massively expand this. Maybe even have a second assault force of cavalry out there doing things. When knights die, we just get more knights. So the knights are now the super powerful spear of my force. But yeah, look at the amount of stuff you've got going on. There's just so many. Yeah, we definitely need more troops. I'm also redoing the walls, so I was tired of having the gates at the front. The gates at the front meant we had massive weaknesses. So now we are doing it differently. Where we're having only a couple of gates and they'll be at the back. It should solve a few of our gates always going down situations which I've not been showing you. Also this. This is also something I've not been showing, but I've had to use significantly more often. Look how many Hulks died in that single shot. But either way, the enemy forces do fall. We lose a few cavalry here and there, but again, that's what their job is. This side will hold for longer. The enemy is quite squished. This area here is desperate for attention. Definitely a few more fireballs. And we have held for another day. More cavalry, more horsemen. An awful lot more cavalry. Oh my god, everyone's dying. Luckily, cavalry is very powerful, especially the knight variants. But yeah, we're just holding now. We've gone from comfortably holding to mostly just holding. Some walls better than others, but just holding. Another thing I'm massively doing, and you'll see it very soon in action on the next wave, as I'm building huge amounts of bird-down chimeras or chimeras. They are literally a guy pushing an explosive barrel which does explosives. They have to be manually triggered, but look at it. It's literally a bomb in a barrel. We'll be sending them out. Let's see how that looks. As the cavalry charges into the... Oh my god, the hawks. They're not charging in. I said as the cavalry charges in, the cavalry's not charging in, but I will show you what I meant by the explosions. Yeah, we're dealing with that. So how these work is they're basically very large mobile mines. So you can move them forwards, and then you're just going to go there. You can see it's attacking, and it's still alive. So you have to go... Boop, and that happens. So now I have very large mobile mines. And I'll be using liberal amounts of them. Push them in, like that. There they are. And then they go... Boop. And suddenly, a lot less people. Although the hawks appear to have survived. Not a fan of that. Next wave goes in. There we are. So I now have this. They only single use, as you can tell. But... Boop. 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 And boop.
They are attacking the walls.
And there we go. An entire wave completely and totally annihilated for the cost of 10 men. Which, as you can tell by this side, is very needed. Let's try and waste a few less meteors. But this area fine. This area not fine. So yeah, more and more bombs are the needed. We'll work on that. Let's start getting more people out and more explodey bang chimeras. Now luckily some of the sides are just basic people. They're all dead, especially the big major wall. This still needs to be moved back because the enemy keeps getting under bloody neath it, which is a problem. And this wall here is still holding them. But yeah, we still need a lot more siege weapons and explodey bang bangs. Especially on this side. But luckily... Oh, I don't have it. Luckily, most of the people on this side have been beamed, which has severely lowered their health. But again, we're now low on crystals. Let's send in the Cav. We also now have a second Cav assault force. Because I've been building them because I need them. So we now have 2 assault squads out there. Eventually, they will be the same size, but for now, not so much. We have Squad 1 and Squad 2. And even though cavalry dies, their honour is forever. Although we will be selling that to get more soldiers. And just like that, another wave is down with very, very minimal losses. We lost 4 soldiers. Oh, we lost 1 bomb guy who got killed before he could detonate. And 3 random civvies who are outside the wall because they're idiots. See? Good numbers. Let's get more bombs. The new style war is being put into place because otherwise we're going to lose. We have burden chimeras everywhere. We have small outposts outside the base. They are designed to fail and die. I have soldiers guarding them in many places. The war is getting tougher. Can we survive longer? Can the kingdom survive? So I thought these rebels were merely just peasantry with a problem. Turns out they're getting organised and they die in their tens of thousands. But the bomb squad is ready. And here we go. Let the booms commence. And the first wave of booms is... Boom, boom. The enemies will explode because this is the last beam I can do, really. I need the resources for the future. Whatever happens, now happens. I have 20 crystals for 2 massive explosions, and you may see a slightly northern problem where that could be useful. Either way, the Birdam Chimeras, they are the future. They are the way of war. Luckily, this wall never needs any help, but the others are in trouble. Another thing I'm massively doing, and it's very expensive, is moving this entire wall out one, so we can get an extra one of these firing that way. Because the enemy is annoying, and the enemy is killing me. So we're just trying to do what we can because we care. And sadly, the last of my meteors, my crystals, are going down now. Crack, boom, done. So these are now the future. Well done, my single-man bomb guys who seem really proud of their explosives. You are the future. You are the hope. And as they come through, the bomb guys go in. Can you kill a load of them? You bloody better. And crack, boom. See? Chimeras, if you're not using them, what's the point of anything? In you go, crack, boom. Nothing survives the bomb squad. We need a lot more. We're having quite serious issues. I'm fortifying as many places as we can, but food is extremely scarce to the point where if I'm not buying it, we are starving. I'm trying to get some more farms. The only place we can now build farms is outside of the base, and as you can see, that is, very open for attack. They just walk along here, which means cavalry is... Well, cavalry is also now a problem. So I need more defences, I need more farms, we need more everything. There are outpost positions slowly popping up as many places as I can, and even then those are dangerously out of date. What I'd like to do, honestly, is build closer to the edge, but we don't have enough space for the edge, so my plans are... I don't know. It's the best plan I have, I don't know. I think it's going to work out well. And as the final attack, I'm assuming final because I can't get any more defences up and running, starts to roll in, cavalry is being reinforced here. They've been heavily reinforced over here. So we have two massive cavalry assault forces. They will be sent in to die, and with as many chimeras as we possibly can. Is that enough? No. No, it's not, but it's all I've got, so there it is. The biggest issue I'm having is honestly getting all of these chimeras in the right place at the right time, because if they get killed without me clicking the button, they die. I'm having to constantly manually do the boomies, which is not good because I usually fail. But either way, we are as prepared as can be, and that's not enough. Great news! Raiders are attacking my chimeras! So even without the enemy attacking, another group is ruining my plans. Now luckily we have spikes on the front to stab them, but this is an issue. Cool, thanks. Okay, ram the enemy. Oh my god, there's so many. Ram the enemy faster. This wave goes in. Oh my god, there's a few of them. Are they all in? Yep, okay. This is as far as we can go. That was going to explode otherwise. Do that, and... Well, most of that wave is gone. Now, you two go in as well. Cool. This base is going to be attacked by this infantry there. This cavalry force needs to pull back slightly. This wall always survives. This wall is literally God. It sorts the wheat from the chaff. Look at it. There's die there. That's the wall we need. Maybe I just need a bigger wall. Maybe extend the wall out here, we'll be fine. Maybe that's all we need. More resources and troops, it'll be great. This side over here is going in. Okay, go to there, and... Kabloomy! And keep going that way. Kabloomy! That's a little more troops dead that way. This side needs help, we only have 16 crystals. The cavalry should not be going in. Pull back currently. There we are. So we're going to let this force hit there. Then we're going to hit them afterwards. We have too many troops, which is the problem. We have way too many troops. This side is sending in the bombers as well. Go, go, go. So they go to there and they go boom. Oh my god, I love chimeras. Don't understand why I never used them before this. This is insanity. Okay. Oh, what just exploded? Boom. Boom. See? They're amazing. How are we doing on every other place? This way is being crushed by huge amounts of artillery. This side is basically gone already. Amazing. This side could do with some help. We have bombers over there. This small outpost is currently under major attack, Jack. One of the towers is already gone. I should have extended the wall. That's my fault. We need more boomy booms. And the cavalry from Squad 3 is being sent in. They're probably going to die, but it is time. There we go. Go and crush, kill and destroy. So this area here is gone. We'll need more cav afterwards. Squad 1 is also moving in. We'll check the numbers, but there we go. Both assault forces of cavalry have now moved in. This should be another success. But we are at the stage where success doesn't mean good things. I have to fortify this wall here. This wall here is, God, beam. Look how many siege engines there are. No wonder all my cavalry's dying. We've already lost like 4 or 5 guys. But we're holding, ish. The cavalry has held the north. The cavalry has held the east. We have lost a lot of cavalry, but we've held both sides, and both sides are down. The south has been held as well. Infantry have died. That is what their job is, die. And we're going to rebuild this position and carry on fighting. This has been another success. Oh no, the 3 bombs up here. I didn't actually activate them. We lost more bombs. What a waste of suicide bombers. We need more. We've officially hit the stage where people are literally starving every day. Eventually, my infantry will start dying on the walls from starvation. So we're now spending money to keep my army alive. But we also aren't making enough money to keep doing that. We have to sell things desperately to buy things desperately. It's getting bad out here. I'm going to be honest, we have a lot of problems with the map. And that's what I'm going to be mainly talking about. Because we don't really have access to the cracks because they're both outside my combat zone. Even if I push out to them, it means massive scale walls. And I've left the always be expanding thing too late. We should have always been expanding to here. If we have huge amounts of walls with troops on, we could have survived so much longer. We did not, so we have not. There you go. But maybe, just maybe, I can do something. I doubt it, it's too late. But I bet you I could have built better defences along here and had even more troops. We just needed to always be expanding. As the days keep on turning, a new defensive wall is being built with more farms and everything. We've pushed from here to here. Whether it helps us, we're about to find out in about 3 days. If they attack any other wall, we're screwed because we've put all of my resources. Here's the moment of truth. Is it this wall I'm literally still building? It is! Good, we get to test the wall and every other wall. I don't think we're surviving this. How screwed am I? Let's find out. The enemy is saying I'm... Oh my, it's just hoax. Come on, why do you hate me? I mean, it's the better variety, I guess, but that is just so many hooks. This side is going to Hulk die, and this side is going to be destroyed as well. I guess we've survived another night. Oh my god, yeah, we survived another night. There goes the last of my crystal. The wall's taking more damage than I'd like because of the huge amounts of Hulks, but we're still holding. This side is hulking out, but we're still holding. Oh, they even killed one of these. Oh, quick, go, 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 go. Uh-oh. Do it! Still took a few of them. And this side survived. We've lost a little bit more than I'd like to admit to because they got in. But we've held. This side was held. This side, oh my god, they're in. Okay. Charge out, destroy them all. They're inside my line. And there we are. We've survived a bit longer. Please clear them. There we are. Clear that wall. This wall has exploders next to it. This wall will survive. The enemy are holding the line, but that's fine. And this one, we may lose one of the towers, but we have held. Just. We can move to Cavalry over there once we're done. This side over here is also done. Lost a few soldiers, lost a few defences, but the new line held. Yeah, basic infantry like this, there's a lot of them, but once all their siege engines are gone, they're not actually that much of a problem. It's just hooks and siege engines. Also raiders. Raiders are a nightmare. But we've, oh my god, we've lost, see? Hooks. Retreat. Oh my god. No, kill them all. Kill them all. Go, 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 go. Save what's left. We've lost so many troops. Oh my god. So infantry are now a problem. Hulks. Bloody Hulk. Look at this. Like a hot butter through knife on both sides. Alright, we'll rebuild. It's not like we don't have much stone. Oh no. There's a large scale attack coming on, mostly in the south, where new walls going up and new defences are happening. If this wall holds the line, and there's a 50-50 chance it might, what I'm going to do is expand a wall up here and along here. We're going to fully push out the kingdom by quite a large margin. And if we can do that, we can last for decades. Let's see how well it does though. The very first step, as always, is kablamos. If we can kablam, we can win. Now, the problem we're getting with these guys is they're getting quite expensive, but they are worth their weight in explosive gold. I mean, look at that. Boom, boom, and then another boom, and then finally, just in case you don't understand it, a boom. Now, over here, the enemy is hitting in large numbers, so I actually have a small defensive force here just in case. My cavalry is over here, and my archers are behind the wall. Hopefully that solves a lot of issues, because there's going to be probably quite a lot of issues otherwise. This wall here isn't fully defended, but there's enough troops and trebuchets and this stuff, and they should be able to deal quite good damage. And this wall here, we leave this wall here. But it looks to me, if you ignore the bombs, this wall should be able to last quite well regardless. This side, however, is starting to get quite dangerous. We need to start fortifying this area too. But I think, let's have a look. Do that. Explosive, it should be good to go. This area here is fortified. This area here is murdered. And we push in. We're going to use, oh my god, that's a lot of artillery. That to there to kill all the artillery. And then the cavalry is going to rush and smush. We do, of course, have a few issues. I should have fortified for this area here and here, which is a problem. And this area here will have to be fortified as well, because I want a wall here. If we're going to seal this area off, we have to, of course, fully seal this rather than a temporarily defensive line. But the siege engines here, there's always so many. Kill that. This area here is already mostly gone. And this area here probably needs a little bit of the boom and gloom. So push him in. And how far in can we go? There. Yeah, a few gone there. Perfect. So we're holding as much as we can. This wall here, mostly holding. It looks to me like the defensive wall in the south, however, has successfully done. Obviously, there is a few enemies down here. Probably a few too many. But we hold, we crush, we kill. And as you can see, the enemy, even the bits we didn't hit, are mostly dead. We do need more defences, which we'll work on. But we have held the line. Even this northern area is held. Although I probably should have used a couple of these. When this area is dead, we expand defensive area here and push out. And I'll show you how well that goes. Either there'll be victory, or you'll get to see my kingdom crumble. Why is this damaged? But before that kingdom crumbles, just to prove we're winning, see this area is mostly dead. This area here have gone around a little bit, is also mostly dead. We could probably do a better tower here, but it is what it is. And this area here is mostly dead because of the choke point. Our only issue right now is this wall here. So we're going to need probably a few more cavalry. But that's also easily doable. The enemy, oh my god. Yes, if you ignore this, we've done well, but this wall here needs to be reinforced. The enemy is kind of causing problems. They've wiped out our food. They've trying to wipe out our farms, but we have still held them, although a couple of minor losses in the bag as well. And here we are, day 191. I have defensive areas all over, so the walls haven't been fully prepared, but unfortunately I'm in skilled survivor mode, which means the enemy's been getting stronger every single day since day 100. The last two waves I barely survived. You can see the walls here are good. They are mostly unequipped because my troops are now here, which they don't get attacked. A small force here. This area now exists, as you can see. It was my new farming land. We can't finish it because there's a big attack coming from here, here, and here. This wall is not finished. There is a cavalry assault force waiting next door just in case. And we have a defensive wall along here and here. So this is a choke point. This is a hope for the best point. This area here has been reassigned and housing has been built along with this temple. Can we survive to day 200? Which is my current goal because I don't think 300 will let me. Let's find out. And so it potentially begins. The maybe final war, or at least a final one being shown of the kingdom. The cavalry's prepared. The army is marching. I've been trying to build huge amounts of burden chimeras, but the enemy's got to the point where it takes 2 meteors, the expensive ones we don't have many of, to kill the big guys. That's right, their health has gone up again to 867. So this only does 800. So quite literally, these guys live to see another day. And they really should not. So see that? Suddenly, there's only big angry people left. That's a problem. We will hold. Like this area here should easily... Look at how many there are. This area here should easily hold. It's just there's problems. Lots and lots of problems. I have the cavalry ready. In fact, cavalry squad 1 is engaging. Look how many there are. And we're probably going to lose the entire knightly order. But if we don't lose them, well... Oof, look at it. As they hit the mines, they barely even get slowed. Like they're dying, but it's taking like 7 mines per grouping. They just walk through. So maybe several hundred mines was the way forward. See the way? This group over here is through 1. Down to 3. 2. See, just survive. 3. And sadly 4. That's all gone. You're going to push up to here. You're going to push out to here. This army here will have to hold. This force here is doing significant damage and should hold. This force here should potentially die. And this force here is already mostly gone. That's too many of them. So we have huge amounts of troops. We have huge amounts of troops and a lot of them are in the wrong places. Like these Infantry here now need to take the long trek down to the south, because the south may remember them dying soon. In fact, there's so many enemy forces, my chimeras aren't even getting close enough to hit them. Okay, this squad, just go and engage. Go and engage now. Go there, go. Come on. No, 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 no. See, so many catapults. Oh my god. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Nothing. You killed a guy. Congrats. Yeah, so the chimeras are now officially useless. All of my infantry are already dead. Archers and siege engines are doing their best, but I don't even have the forces to deal with them. Cavalry Squad 1, engage and destroy now. There we go. Push out, crush out. Hopefully you do well. If you don't, well, not much I can do about it. So, all the knightly orders are massively engaged in what we're doing. And it's not going well. This is... Oh my god, we're already losing these catapult areas as well. Prioritise targets. So this wall's going down. This wall's survived. Loosely, yeah. There could be a few losses, but we have vaguely survived here. This area here is... Well, the obvious answer is not survived. They're already through. They're already through inside our area. How's this side doing? We're holding here. Okay, troops have stopped relocating. Cavalry is... Why are you all fighting one guy? Go, go, go. Okay, we're holding here. The infantry all down. Archers are going down. That's fine. We're holding there. This is not holding. We can easily rebuild. The problem is, every single time we lose a little bit more. And these attacks, like I say, just getting tougher and tougher and tougher. This is holding, and it's holding steady. We should probably add more archers. In fact, I'm even using less gates, you may have noticed. So I don't need a gate, you don't get a gate. A gate is a waste of time and effort. There were mines here, they're gone too. This side is pushing and crushing. The congrats, soldiers, you're going to here now. Because if you don't, we'll die. The cavalry is... Well, we've lost the entirety of the farmland, so people are going to starve. That's fine. And this gate is still being pushed into. But again, the cavalry, the archers and the knights, they have been quite literally the only way we've been able to survive. The chimeras were great, but I can't get the chimeras close to the enemy if they're shooting them. Let's see, we might lose another tower here, that's fine. This area here has been mostly destroyed. And that's how the walls go. They hold the line long enough for the cavalry forces to hit. Unfortunately, resources are bad, and replacing losses is expensive. So this is it for this run. The kingdom is surviving. Bits of it aren't, but they're the poor bits. The poor people die so that I may live a bit better. What we've held... And we'll keep on holding. I've been the fallen shogun. This has been a rebellion put down through force and a brand new kingdom, oh my god, dead over here, rebuilt in the ashes. Although there's more ashes than I'd like to admit to, because they keep burning my kingdom down. But either way, I've been the fallen shogun. Another run, kind of. Another time, we have fought the undead, we have fought the empire, we have fought as the undead, and we have fought the rebellion. But... we have survived most times. Ignore the dead people. If you want to see more, comment down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video, because I'm always making more. Sometimes it takes longer to make than others, because I'm bad at scheduling. But either way, take care, be awesome, be epic, be amazing, and the great kingdom will carry on. Good luck. Goodbye.